Well, hello, it says I'm live. This is my second attempt today to broadcast. Anyway, I did enjoy, it was a bit of fun earlier on, even if it did keep going wrong. I'm hoping very much that I've altered the settings so that I can see comments and you can comment and I can see them via Facebook. Anyway, I thought that it would be nice, well, so did Kathy, if I was to do a kind of virtual healing circle. So as you can imagine, over the years, over many years, many circles and many healing circles. And I thought it would be nice to, at this particular time in world events, to talk about healing and what we mean by it and how we can actually do some healing ourselves, and also to be able to do some healing on ourselves and for ourselves and within ourselves as well, because especially at this time,
turn the microphone off, please.
The microphone is off.
It's whistling.
I've just been told to turn that microphone off, and it is off, but Kathy is complaining that it's whistling. So I do beg your pardon. I don't know whether that's to do with having my phone nearby or something awful like that. Anyway, there we go. Healing. Of course, they say that laughter is the best medicine and a bit of a giggle. However, what do I mean when I talk about healing? I talk about spiritualist healing as different from spiritual healing. Spiritual healing is a blanket term, and it can be used for any amount of different kinds of complementary therapies. Reiki, for instance, and other healing methodologies. And of course, we can't speak for any of those disciplines, but can speak for ourselves as spiritualists. And what I mean by spiritualist healing is healing with help from the other side of life, with our spirit guides and helpers. Now, forgive me while I have a look at this and see if I can click on comments and see if there are any. So far there aren't any. I don't believe this. However, what we can do, we can still continue to do our circle, even if I can't see any of your comments, I suppose, at least for 5 or 10 minutes, and see if any comments do come up. I'm not sure where I could see them, unless I go myself to Facebook and have a look. I'll have a quick look, because this isn't quite what I had in mind at all. What I find is most important is to actually get some healing going, because of course that's what it's all about. Here we are. We've got reactions to my video, and I'm afraid I can't see them myself. I don't know how to actually.
No, you don't have comments. You have Tony.
What I find is most important is to actually get some healing going. Because of course, that's what it's all about. What I'm going to do is actually go onto my Facebook, and we'll get this sorted out. I do apologise. It might not look quite as professional, but as you can see, I'm far from professional when it comes to making films and videos. But I will go on to Facebook Live, and oh, wait a moment, Tony Swindles has said hello. Wow. So I have got a comment, as you said so excitedly. Okay, Tony, thank you for that. I'll keep going then. Perhaps more people can actually comment and let me know that, at least if you can let me know you're there. What I'm going to do, Tony, is actually hopefully conduct a circle for healing. And I've just mentioned that, what I mean by healing is spiritualist healing, and that is attuning as a medium to the higher dimensions, where spirit operators are there who actually channel healing through their instruments, i.e., in this particular case, myself, and deliver that. It helps us to deliver that to the person who is suffering, and it really, really helps. And it really works in many cases. I can absolutely attest to that fact. And I know that many other people can. Now, I did say that there is a blanket term, which is spiritual healing, if people prefer that. And that sort of covers all these other therapies. And one often finds that they talk about, for instance, universal energy, or channeling universal energy, stuff like that. But I don't talk about that at all. What I'm talking about is actual highly evolved, intelligent entities in the world of spirit who actually are there waiting just in order to help those who are on the earth plane get through their earthly life in the most comfortable way they can. So how to actually attune to that level, and also to give you some idea of the starting point. And the starting point is our own spirit within ourselves and our own physical energies, and those energies that are linked to those in the world of spirit energies. So, being spirit ourselves, we can actually activate that energy within ourselves. And in a way, you can say that's the way in which the physical body replenishes itself through the spirit replenishing itself through the body. We all have to sleep. We're programmed to sleep. And in that sleep, during that sleep, the body repairs itself. It's not magic. That's how it happened. And that, I believe, is the spirit within the body, which is who we are, actually doing those repairs. Now, how we start, always in a circle, we open with a prayer. So, Tony, you're still with me, thankfully. Oh, and Samantha, yes, great. I can see. Right, fine. So we have a circle now of 2 at least. Now, I've had circles of 3 or 4, and I've also had circles of 40. But it's all the same. It comes under the same umbrella. We do this in the light of the Great Spirit. We do nothing without God. And we open in prayer to start off our work that we are going to do together, that will bring us healing. Now then, blend your thoughts with me as we say, Great Spirit, please be with us at this time. We are going to be learning about healing, which we know is so beneficial to everybody at this time in the history of the human race. We ask you, dear Lord, to be close to us, to allow your angels to come close, your ministering spirits to come close to us at this time, that we may be able to heal not just ourselves, but all others that we wish to deliver healing to. We ask that everything that is done at this time and during this session will be done in the name of love and light and truth. Amen. There. So now we can start on our work. I have 6 viewers, Lynn. Oh, that's really nice. Well, 6 is a nice number for a circle. Now, we've opened in prayer. Don't forget, any time you want to do healing, when you're going to sit for asking for healing for others or for yourself, always say a little prayer. A little prayer is just a little ask, that's all. It's just also saying that everything is done in love, light and truth. And then you will have that lovely protection. And also that little message, that thought message will go out from your spirit to other higher spirits out there who are all waiting just to help there. Now, how do we know that we can give healing? Well, I'll show you. This is a little experiment that you can try for yourself. Now, if your hands are okay, you put them together, give them a little rub. They probably feel warm already because that prayer should have warmed you up. Okay, it warms the spirit, and that spirit warms the hand. And then when you've rubbed your hands together like so, bring them a little apart, and you should be able to feel little pulsing. Go like this. Feel that there's some energy there. There should be a feeling of energy. Okay. Now, if anybody walks in the room and wonders what you're doing, just smile it off. There. Then if you cup your hand round, make it like a ball. It becomes like a sort of a ball of energy. Yeah, feel that. Now, that's all healing energy, okay? Because I asked on all our behalves to have some healing given to us through our hands and some healing energy. Now, if you want to feel that, just place your hands on any part of you that's achy or whatever, or any part of you. You can put it your shoulders, and you should feel that lovely warmth. Fancy that. Knees or anywhere that you have any pains or aches, if you can reach it. Just rest those hands on your body, and you should feel that warmth coursing through. There. I hope that you can respond and let me know, because that would be nice, and let everybody know that you've been able to achieve that. So it's a very simple little exercise that proves to you that spirits are there, that you have a spirit, that spirit has that special energy that's linked to the world of spirit, and it can, and ultimately to God and the Holy Spirit, and that will deliver that warmth of healing to you through your hands there. So you've had a go of that. Usually in a circle, I can ask people what they felt or whatever, but I will have to take it on trust. And that's a big word in spiritualist development circles, trust. Thanks and trust. So there we are. So now, the other thing is that because, of course, that we're in this peculiar situation where many people are in isolation and are not able to be close to other people other than their immediate family or those that they live with ordinarily, we are having to look at distant healing, absent healing, if you like, as opposed to contact healing. Now, we have experienced contact healing for ourselves when we did that little exercise, because contact healing is when you attune yourself to spirit, you say your prayer, you ask for help, you ask for your spirit helpers to come through and help the person that you want to give healing to. And then you put your hands, remember the hands we were talking about, you put your hands, just for a start, on the shoulders of the person to whom you wish to give healing. And they will feel that warmth coursing through. They may not feel anything. Some people don't because they're very resistant. Nevertheless, they will get that healing, even if they can't feel anything, or they say, "Oh, so I didn't feel anything." Don't be put off by that. Just, say thank you to your helpers, because you know that they will have delivered healing through your hands to that person anyway. Even if they don't think so, or they don't want to know it, or whatever. But yeah, so that's the basic rudimentaries of contact healing. Distant healing or absent healing is somewhat different. The fact is that because we are dealing with spirit, those people in spirit, the angelic hosts, if you like, the Holy Spirit certainly is everywhere, they can just move wherever. So all you have to do is ask for them to take healing to somebody who is far away from you in earthly distance, but that will be as nothing to them. So they would be able to actually send healing, take it along to people and give that healing to them. This is very important when we have loved ones who are on beds of sickness, who are in isolation, and that we cannot visit and actually be there to give them that contact healing. And what we have to do in order to do that is always have that attunement with spirit, attunement to those higher planes of existence where these wonderful beings live, and they live to help. That's why they are. That's why they are deemed to be angels or saints. They are those who, in spirit, are only there to help others, and in the best way as well. So what I thought we'd do as well in our little circle, which is Samantha, yes, now I think I can put your, just for fun, there, and Tony, that's quite good fun, isn't it? So at least we know that there's a few of us, right, which is great. And of course, the fact is this, that whenever anybody watches this, as a recording even, those who work with them will be working with them at that time. That's the wonder of it all, the wonder of spirit. They're always there when needed, and at this time I'm drawn to a prayer card that I have of Harry Edwards. And, he says this, his prayer is this: "May I be thankful for all the blessings I already have. Grant me relief from pain and sickness. Protect me from all ills, and grant me good health in the days to come. Remove all causes of imperfections, and bring thy healing ministers close to me, that I may be conscious of their presence, and so receive guidance and inspiration. Grant me courage and fortitude to overcome all adversity. Let me be conscious of thy strength in all times of need. Grant me confidence to overcome my fears and not to anticipate harm. Teach me how to live rightly in thy sight, to do only that which is right and true. I pray that good guidance and right influencing will inspire all thy peoples to be as brothers one to the other, and that peace shall endure for all time. Amen." That is Harry Edwards' prayer. Harry Edwards, of course, was a great healer, and he founded the Harry Edwards Sanctuary in Shear at Guildford, if you're interested. Now, what I thought was the next part that we'll do with this virtual circle is that we would have a meditation in order to attune ourselves to our guides and helpers who are there in order to help us bring healing to ourselves and to others today. And I think we could all, all of us could benefit from this. And as I said before, at whatever time in your life you are watching this video, your friends and helpers will be there too. So, we know we are never on our own. We are never left alone. If we send out our thoughts and we ask for help, we will get it. So don't be scared of anything like that. So we'll do a short meditation where we will actually attune ourselves to those dear souls in the world of spirit. And I hope that you get to actually follow this meditation. And I will be given it by my helpers, my group, and they know. The wonderful thing is that they know who everybody is and who everybody will be, and this is for you. So if we just close our eyes, perhaps, and just try and relax for a little while. And I will guide you as I am guided to tell you. Now, in your mind's eye, when you have relaxed, imagine, if you will, in front of yourself, a flight of lovely stairs. They're very nice stairs. They're very ornate, very, very lovely, decorated. And these stairs go up and up to a kind of landing. It seems very comfortable, even though it's just a stairway. It seems to be in some kind of large domed palace or something. But you're going to, in your mind's eye, leave where you are and start to walk up the stairs, up towards the landing. And as you walk up the landing, up towards the landing, up the stairs, you will see coming into view a great big tent. Seems to be planted on that landing. You go up and up and up and up. And as you go up there, you see there's some figures around. They're welcoming figures. They're helpful. And they pull back the opening to the tent as you walk in. It's absolutely vast. It's beautiful, very restful, quiet. A sort of a lilac-y light there. It's all about healing. Big cushions. People are lying on cushions. There are people moving about. There's people obviously being ministered to. And you can walk around and look at everybody and see everybody receiving healing from their robed figures. You look around, it's wonderful. You just walk everywhere you like, and there's beautiful cushions and lovely atmosphere, and you can literally feel the healing rays all around you. And you walk around there. Wow. You might actually see somebody you know who's on a bed of sickness down here on the earth plane, and there they are being ministered to, although they wouldn't know that they were there because they think they're still in bed on the earth plane, but really their spirit is being ministered to on that other more elevated plane of existence. And the more ill they are, the more healing they receive, and the more ministering they receive. And as we walk around and look, it's wonderful. We feel better ourselves. But then it's time to leave. And we look around, and yes, there is our helper, the person who opened the tent for us, ushering us out. There's the stairs. And we walk back down the stairs, down the staircase, and back eventually to where we started from. And that wonderful scene just fades away. It fades away and leaves us just where we were when we started. And when we're ready and feel the weight of our bodies again, we can open our eyes and come back to this state of consciousness, which is normal for us there. So I hope that you enjoyed that. Now, the fact is that because we have done that, we have now attuned ourselves to those in the world of spirit who want to help us. And we can ask for healing for all those who are in need at this time. If you know somebody yourself, if you have family, you can even ask for your animals. If your animals are sick or suffering, you can ask for them, because they are all God's creatures. So we'll close our eyes again and we'll ask for healing. And if you like, you can put your hands like this. You can hold your hands like this, or as closed as in prayer like that. Still feeling the warmth of the palms of your hands. You'll still be feeling that warmth. You should be feeling quite relaxed yourself. And if you had aches and pains, when you started this virtual circle, hopefully they're somewhat relieved now. Now then, you must ask for healing now for all those who are sick and suffering. So do close your eyes, blend your thoughts with mine, and we ask, dear Lord, for our wonderful spirit operators to be with us at this time. We ask them for healing, to be giving healing to all those we know who are sick and suffering, laying on beds of sickness. And here I will stay silent for a few moments for you to actually give the names. You only have to think them. They're a whisper away. Just think the names of all those that you want to be healed there. And that will we'll finish with me saying Amen. Amen. Now, just because we've finished that now doesn't mean to say that you can't do it again. Certainly, this evening, it wouldn't be bad for you to sit quiet and do the same thing. You could do the meditation in order to attune yourself to that higher plane. Don't forget, you have to say that affirmation or that prayer, saying that everything you do is only in light and love and for truth, and ask for your healing guides to be close to you, and the Great Spirit, of course, to look after you. And then you can embark on that meditation. And then after that, you can ask for healing for someone specific. And you can always ask for yourself. Because, just like when we're in an aircraft and they tell us the drill, that if there are any difficulties, an oxygen mask will drop down for everybody. But they say to you, put yours on first before you help others. Because if you don't put yours on first, you'll be no use to anybody else. So in the same way, that goes for healing as well. So I hope that you've enjoyed that little sojourn, that little circle with me today. And I haven't seen any more comments, but I hope that you feel better. And I'm sure that those for whom you have asked for healing in this way will be feeling better too. And it will be nice to know. So if you can actually message me or something and let me know your experiences, that would be very nice. Because when you are actually in a circle, as those of you who sat in circle know, you can actually discuss your experiences within the circle with your fellow circle members. And in this case, it's not so easy. But to validate our experience, sometimes we need to bounce off other people. I shall put you on, Tony, because you're the person who is saying kisses up, kisses up. Yeah, that's lovely. Yeah, that's really smashing. So I will say God bless to you all. And thank you for joining me in this, because the other thing is that I know that those on the other side of life are thanking you too. And sometimes it falls to mediums to actually relay their thanks back as well. But I'm sure that those of you who are mediums, mediumistic, will receive those thanks personally. But this is for those who haven't got that facility as yet. we are all, don't forget us, as we are all healers if we study the subject. And I don't mean study. I'm talking about actual, the performing of these exercises and so on in order to get that healing delivered. That we are all greatly thanked there. So it was very nice to be able to do this. I'm sorry about the difficulties we've had with the comments and so on. And then, of course, there was Kathy, bless her, who came in to tell me that there was something wrong with it. And she went out rather promptly. So, we'll say God bless to you all. And I hope you've enjoyed this session, and particularly asking in our prayers for all those who are in need at this time. Yeah, so now I'm going to end this broadcast.